Welcome to InfoDome tutorial Getting Started by Importing Excel. You'll create a database with two tables and forms, a relational report, and share them with a user. You'll need a browser running Flash 10 and another email account for a fictitious user. Download the sample file Companies to follow along. Let's get started. In the Open or Create Database dialog, choose Create by Importing and name the database Companies and Contacts. Uncheck Auto Create Forms from Table. We'll do that next time we import. You can import pasted data, CSV files, Excel, Access, and FileMaker databases. Choose Excel, the company's file you downloaded earlier, and rename the table Companies. Select Text to show initial zip code zeros, and then when import is complete, you'll see the data in the new table called Companies. You're in Data mode of the table, and when you click Design mode, you'll be able to set and adjust field types and field properties. After you close the table, you'll see how InfoDome is organized with tables, relations, forms, reports. Let's create a form so users can add records to the table. Click the Forms icon in the Add button and name the form Companies Form. Choose the Detail Forms type and the Companies table as the data source. Now you can move all fields to form by clicking on the double arrow button and then place these fields wherever you'd like in the layout. You can add text fields, combo boxes, check boxes, radio buttons, and images. You've been in design mode for the form. Click Data to see the records. You can browse records by clicking the arrow key, add records, delete records, copy records to the clipboard, filter the set of records, and even search. Go ahead and close the form. We have our companies table and form. Now we need our contacts table and form. So we're going to add a new table called contacts by copying contacts data from Excel or from any other source, in this case Excel. Copy that to the clipboard, and then we're going to paste that to create a new table. So we'll click Add Table, we'll name the table Contacts, and we'll select by importing. In this case, leave Auto Create Form on. Choose Pasted Data as the data source, and paste the data into the box. Click Next, and click Next again, and the data will be imported into the Contacts table, where you'll see the data. In this case, the form will also be created automatically, so we can start editing, adding records as we need to. Now let's create a report of our companies and contacts. Click Add Report, name it Companies Report, and in the Report Type task, choose Columnar to show details. Click Next, then choose the data source Companies table. Click Next. In the Layout task, in Design mode of the report, you can drag out fields. Drag out the company field, the company state field, and the 2009 revenues field. But what about our contacts table? It's missing. We need to create a relation to be able to create a relational report with the contacts and companies table. So we'll add a relation. We will choose the companies table in the company field, and in the contacts table we'll also choose the company field. Once we create this relation, which appears in the Relations tab, in the Column Report tab, we'll also see those related fields. From the related table contacts, you can now drag out related field company name, for example. Resize this if you'd like, move it around. Using the blue triangle field menus, you can group company state. You can also sort the companies field by choosing Sort Ascending. Using the same blue triangle, you can total companies for a count of companies by state. Similarly, for 2009 revenues, select Total, select Sum, and you're done. You have your summary report. Choosing header footer, you can drag out the name of the report into the header and the date of the report into the footer, and you can format these and almost everything else in the report using the toolbar field menus up on top. Choosing Generate Report shows the report with all the data, as well as makes the report available to users who have rights to see it. Go ahead and close the report. Now we'll create a user to share forms and reports with. In the left panel, click People, click Add, enter fictitious information including an email address, and then assign rights to form records and reports. We'll let this fictitious user add and delete form records on the Companies and Contacts form. We'll give them rights to view and edit reports we've created, and we'll also let them create their own reports, but we'll restrict a field in the Contacts table so they won't be allowed to use that field in their own report. The user now appears in the left panel People section. The user will get an email from InfoDome inviting him to use the database. He'll create a password and then he'll log in. InfoDome makes it easy for users. They get forms and reports. No need to worry about tables or relations or mess anything up. Using the Control key, they can select both forms, click the Open button, and using the plus sign start entering, in this case, a company, and by selecting the contacts form of the plus sign, a contact. Once the data has been entered, the user can open the report, company's report, and they will see the record that they've just entered for Acme Inc. Congratulations! You created a database by importing Excel.